You know that feeling when you walk into the grand, immaculate lobby of a world-class luxury hotel? The marble floors are literally gleaming, the front desk is operating with this quiet, effortless precision, and guests are just moving seamlessly from check-in straight to their suites and onto a five-star dinner. But here's the thing. Behind that completely flawless guest experience, there's an incredibly complex, fast-paced financial engine running the whole show. Today we're going to go deep into that exact engine to understand the absolute backbone of hospitality management, the life cycle of a transaction.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with the 24-hour revenue cycle, then move through tracking guest charges, reconciling hotel payments, managing adjustments and allowances, ensuring tax compliance and accuracy, and finally, we'll wrap up with mastering the night audit.
All right, Section 1, the 24-hour revenue cycle, navigating the continuous stream.
Think of a modern hotel as this bustling financial ecosystem that literally never sleeps. Revenue is flowing continuously over a full 24-hour period. In the morning, you've got that huge rush of checkouts and final payments. Then as we move into the afternoon, a fresh wave of check-ins rolls through, which automatically triggers a whole new set of room charges. Fast forward to the evening, guests are dining out, hitting the spa, and generating all these point-of-sale transfers. And then, in the quiet of the night, we hit the critical phase, the night audit. Getting a really solid grasp on how these transactions flow through hotel systems is fundamental to effective night auditing.
Now consider this concept for a second. Each charge, payment, adjustment, or allowance represents both an operational event and a financial record. Think about it. A guest ordering a latte down in the lobby. Yes, that's an operational event. It takes staff, inventory, and service time. But it is equally a financial record that absolutely must be captured. The night audit is what ensures these two perspectives align perfectly. As highlighted by hospitality programs influenced by Europe Hotel School London, having this integrated understanding, it's basically a cornerstone of your professional competence.
Moving on to Section 2, tracking guest charges, the core of hotel revenue.
Okay, so now that we've got the 24-hour cycle down, let's actually break down how a hotel captures all that revenue. Guest charges, naturally, make up the largest chunk of daily hotel revenue. The bulk of that is room charges. These are honestly wonderfully efficient because they're typically posted automatically right through the property management system. They're driven by arrival dates, rate codes, length of stay, the whole shebang. But then look at the rest of it, the additional charges. We're talking food and beverage outlets, spa services, parking. All of those require a really complex web of point-of-sale systems that have to interact absolutely seamlessly.
So what does this actually mean for an auditor's daily reality? Well, those additional amenity charges we just talked about, they're usually transferred directly from those various point-of-sale systems straight to the guest folio. The night auditor's absolutely critical responsibility here is to act as the ultimate verifier. They have to verify that these diverse postings are complete and confirm they've been assigned to the correct accounts. Because frankly, without this step, revenue just slips right through the cracks.
Section 3. Reconciling hotel payments, the inward financial flow.
So while charges build up a guest account, payments obviously reduce those balances, and every hospitality professional really needs to internalize how to reconcile these different payment flows. Each payment method carries vastly different requirements, right? Cash entries have to match up with physical cash counts. Credit entries need to perfectly match the settlement systems. Direct billing requires strict account arrangements. And online prepayments? Those must align with your banking reports. It's like a giant puzzle, and it requires meticulous, exacting attention to detail. And precision here is non-negotiable. Discrepancies carry serious financial and reputational consequences. Remember, we are dealing with premium properties. If a guest gets double charged or a corporate account is billed incorrectly, it doesn't just mess up a spreadsheet somewhere, it damages the trust and that elite reputation the hotel works so incredibly hard to maintain.
That brings us to Section 4, adjustments and allowances, navigating revenue complexity.
Let's be real. Operational exceptions are just inevitable. Stuff happens. So it is absolutely essential to distinguish between two key concepts here: adjustments and allowances. Adjustments are purely administrative corrections. Think of fixing a simple system posting error, like a typo on a room rate.
Allowances, on the other hand, are authorized reductions. These are often made strategically to resolve guest complaints, kind of like a service recovery measure. You have to keep these two separate in your mind: administrative corrections versus strategic service recoveries.
Because honestly, if you don't keep a tight grip on these modifications, the risks are pretty severe. Uncontrolled entries can completely distort a hotel's revenue figures and really weaken vital internal controls. And this is exactly why strict hotel policies govern their use. The night auditor essentially serves as the vital gatekeeper here. They've got to rigorously confirm that every single adjustment or allowance entry is properly approved and meticulously documented by management. No exceptions.
Moving right along to Section 5, Tax Compliance and Accuracy, Protecting the Property.
Now, beyond just your internal accounting, the daily revenue flow absolutely has to meet strict legal standards. Errors in tax postings can expose a hotel to severe regulatory penalties. We are talking about major legal and financial consequences if taxes and service charges aren't calculated accurately and allocated to the appropriate accounts. Night auditors are actively protecting the property by rigorously validating these exact tax calculations during the audit process. It's all about ensuring flawless legal compliance.
And finally, Section 6, Mastering the Night Audit, From Data to Strategy.
This right here is the grand synthesis. By examining the complete flow of transactions, the night auditor basically acts like an alchemist. They transform chaotic, raw operational data into verified transactions. That, in turn, creates reliable financial information, which ultimately empowers strategic decision-making. The night audit process isn't just about accounting accuracy. It's about generating the high-level intelligence that actually drives hotel leadership forward.
It's this comprehensive understanding of the transaction flow that truly empowers hotel managers. I mean, when the data is verified and completely accurate, leaders can confidently analyze revenue patterns, they can assess how different departments are performing, and they can pinpoint key opportunities for operational improvement. At that point, you aren't just looking at numbers anymore. You are literally checking the pulse of the entire property.
Which leaves us with a final thought for all of you future hospitality professionals out there. The night audit, it is way, way more than just some late-night accounting task. It is the very foundation of hotel strategy. So ask yourself, how will you use the night audit to drive your hotel's next strategic advantage? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I wish you the absolute best in your continuing online learning journey.